Scan the headlines from California's major newspapers, and a clear pattern emerges. Outlets framing Shasta County's recent election overhaul frequently label the move for local control as an extremist assault on voting rights. Beyond the editorial panic, Shasta remains a largely rural community of longtime residents, hardly the portrait of a radicalized stronghold. This chart shows the results for Measure B, the county amendment at the center of the dispute. It passed with a 55% majority. In a notable irony, the majority of those yes votes arrived by mail, the very system the measure aims to restrict. To understand the local perspective beneath the partisan press, we have to look to independent journalism, like our partners at Shasta Unfiltered. Their reporting suggests the yes vote represents a localized effort to restore transparency to an opaque system, prioritizing verifiable security over the existing status quo. The media's focus on the political drama often overlooks the underlying cause. Measure B is a symptom of a system that has prioritized convenience for so long that it has begun to lose the trust of the people it serves. California's permanent vote-by-mail system creates chain-of-custody gaps, periods where a ballot is neither in the voter's hands nor secured inside a counting facility. This reliance on mail-in ballots introduces specific vulnerabilities, including frequent signature verification disputes and the immense logistical burden of processing mass physical mail. Skepticism also stems from machine count secrecy. Tabulating votes through proprietary software creates a process unobservable to the public, regardless of political affiliation. Measure B acts as a direct engineering patch to these vulnerabilities. The first requirement is a government-issued photo ID at the polls, a protocol standard in many U.S. states and most modern democracies. This map shows the wide adoption of voter ID laws across the country, highlighting California's position as a significant outlier in resisting such requirements. Currently, only 13 states and the District of Columbia lack voter ID requirements. Every one of them is a blue-leaning state. A second patch in Measure B shifts the county towards single-day, in-person voting. This is designed to physically secure the chain of custody by ensuring ballots go directly from the voter to election officials. While hand counting is significantly slower than machine tabulation, Shasta voters indicated they are willing to trade speed for a process that can be directly and publicly observed. These changes represent a deliberate redesign, opting out of a black box machine system in favor of a slower, observable, analog alternative. To evaluate the charge of extremism, we have to look at the historical standards for election integrity. In 2005, former President Jimmy Carter co-chaired the Bipartisan Commission on Federal Election Reform. Along with co-chair James Baker, the commission released a blueprint to restore public confidence. Their recommendations included stronger voter ID laws, limits on absentee ballots, and tighter chain of custody controls. Sacramento's modern legislative path has actively moved away from this bipartisan framework, consistently passing mandates that prioritize unchecked access. Measure B is essentially a local adoption of the Carter-Baker principles. When measured against this historical benchmark, the state's current system is the outlier, not Shasta County. State authorities have responded to Measure B with immediate, aggressive pushback. This includes preemptive legislative bans and threatened lawsuits originating from the Capitol. Critics of the measure point to an institutional inconsistency. California requires a government ID for almost every state interaction, except for the act of voting. For a county with a history of machine failures, there is a legitimate democratic argument for local experimentation and a return to direct human oversight of the ballot. The debate reveals a tension between two competing democratic priorities: maximizing the ease of access versus ensuring every step of the process is verifiable. Dismissing the desire for observable security as extremism risks further damaging the very public trust that state officials claim to protect. If you value local autonomy and observable elections, like and subscribe. To read the full report on Measure B and election integrity, visit the link for Shasta Unfiltered.